Well, hello everyone. It is another beautiful day out. Today we are going to be looking at none other than the Giant Rain Advanced Pro 29er 1 2021. So as you guys know, I've been doing a lot of race videos recently, and they're a blast, but I am super excited to finally get back to an unboxing. If you would like a quick update on the state of the bike industry in this post-pandemic era, basically, mountain bikes are like a Sam Squanch. I've heard tales of them. I've seen some blurry photographs, but I've never actually seen one in a bike shop on the floor for sale. And I would be more than happy to do another update video. I did one like right whenever COVID kind of started and stuff started to get weird. I did one about the bike industry then. I'd be more than happy to do another update video because stuff isn't getting better right now. If you want a mountain bike, put one on order right now. Hopefully it's here next year. But for right now, we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful, beautiful machine. We got two of these bikes in. Keith is going to ride one of them, which is phenomenal because that means we'll probably get to test ride this bike somewhere, and I will do a follow-up video as soon as I can. Remember guys, this is an unboxing, so I'm pulling it out, giving you my first impressions, giving you the specs of the bike. We'll weigh it, but it's not technically like a review. Buddy, what are you doing? So this Purple Rain is actually codenamed Rosewood. This is one of my favorite paint schemes. I guess not paint schemes. This is one of my favorite colors that Giant has done in recent memory. I love the paint on this. I think it is beautiful, but this is the advanced frame. So this is a composite front and rear triangle. It's 146 millimeters of Maestro suspension. As you guys know, I love the Maestro suspension. For cross-country racing, I do prefer something like a single pivot design, something that's lighter and a lot stiffer. The Maestro suspension has been slowly closing the gap to where it is super stiff as well, but I do believe the Maestro works better in the rough stuff, and that's why if it's a bike bigger than a 100 or 120, I prefer something like the Maestro suspension. The fork on it is a Fox 38 Performance Elite. It's 170 millimeters of travel. It's got the Grip 2 damper. It is boost, obviously, 44 millimeter offset, and it does have the Cobalt through axle in it. The rear shock is the Fox Float X2 Performance, custom tuned for Giant. I wouldn't change this out. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the custom tuning stock suspension on these bikes. You know, these rear shocks that are coming spec'd stock on a bike, they tune them for a Giant Rain or an Anthem. You know, like these shocks are tuned specifically for that bike and that bike's suspension design. There's been a few times we've had people think that they are upgrading shocks. The shock will cost more, but it does not perform as good without a lot of fiddling. So the cockpit area, you get some very nice bar stem combo. It is Giant Contact SLs. The seat post is a Giant Contact switch dropper. The Giant Dropper posts are nothing fancy, I would say, but they get the job done. They work. It is, you know, a hydraulic piston that is inside of this thing. Super easy to overhaul. You take the old one out, throw it away, put a new one in, and it feels great. Saddle, nobody cares. Drivetrain is going to be full GX. So shifter and derailleur are GX Eagle. Awesome. Brakes are SLX hydraulic 4-piston. Why did I say hydraulic? Of course they're hydraulic. It is SLX 4-piston, and you do get 203 rotors. This is phenomenal. I would love to do an update video on like modern drivetrains, because post-pandemic era, Shimano has just been crap, guys. Like, I don't know if they're just pumping stuff out so fast that they can't keep up with QC, but I have personally known at least 5 people where their XT shifters have just crapped the bed, not worked. Shimano, I love you to death. You warranty them every time, but I have never seen this much QC problems with Shimano stuff. Whether this was luck of the draw with this bike or what. The drivetrain SRAM GX, no problems there. Thank God they didn't put SRAM brakes on it. It is Shimano brakes. Shimano brakes are still, in my opinion, top of the line, best you can get as far as reliability goes. So let's move on from that rant. Let's go to the crankset. Crankset is a Truvative Descendant. It's coming with a 32 on it. It does have the MRP chain guide on it, which is nice. The wheels are pretty nice as well. So it's the Giant TR1 29er wheel system. They are nothing to write home about when it comes to the actual rims, but the hubs are very nice. The hubs are a great hub. Basically, if you don't know, Giant pretty much makes the parts for DT Swiss. So you're getting DT Swiss hubs, obviously going to be tubeless right out of the box. The tire setup is very nice as well. So you get a Asagaya tubeless 29 2.5 wide trail. And then on the rear, you get the Minion DHR2s. I actually rode these on my cross-country bike because I didn't want to break my cross-country wheels last time we went to Wilson's. They hook up phenomenally. I love this tire setup. All right, so before I give you my first impressions on this bike, I'm gonna quickly say, when we brought this out of the box, Keith had a few items that he changed out, and that's how we're gonna weigh it. So he put his pedals on this bike, he put his wheels on this bike. These wheels are Whiskey carbon wheels, keep that in mind. I didn't get the weight of the bike stock on video. We've got the second one here that is completely stock. I'll weigh it, I'll post what that weighs when this bike is bone stock, but with these Whiskey rims, this bike weighs like 31 pounds. Holy crap, for a bike this big to weigh that little, that is freaking impressive. Now, what do I actually think about the bike? Of course, I haven't ridden it yet, so I'm not gonna give you a review, but pulling it out of the box, the bike is immaculate. It is beautiful. Giant, to me, their product is great. I don't know, the bling factor sometimes isn't really there. I think the lines on this bike are beautiful. This is something that I can drool over. I would kill to have a bike like this that was, you know, I could ride every week. I'm excited to hopefully test this thing out. From what Keith has said, it pedals very well. He's got one good ride on it. It was about a 3-hour ride. Says it pedals extremely well for as big and chonky as it is. Anyway guys, I just wanted this to be a little bit quicker video, an unboxing if you will. I will hopefully get some great footage of this thing actually out on some trail. We'll give a proper review here in the next month or so, because I really like for someone to have a lot of time on a bike before we do an actual review. And I will get Keith's honest review of the bike, not mine. I may ride it and give a first impression, but since this is his bike, I'd rather get him on here and let him explain pros and cons that he has seen on the bike. But pulling it out of the box, my mouth's watering right now. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful machine. Well, thank you all for sticking around. I know getting bikes and stuff in general to unbox is a wee bit more difficult than it was last year. I was happy to even touch a full suspension mount bike that's not my always. Anyway, I love you all. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell. I think it's here. And I will see everyone in the next one. Baby.
Surely forgive me that.